Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on Toca Race Driver 3. People have been asking me to do a career playthrough on these games, and I figured I would do it on the latest one of the lots, the Race Driver 3 game, or it's called DTM Driver, I believe, in bits of Germany and kind of mainland Europe, and in Australia it's called V8 Supercar Driver. I think it's just whatever the main touring car series was in whichever country it was released, so that's why it looks the same as games with slightly different names, because it was just renamed for different areas. I'm going to have a go at the World Tour. I should just show you, in here I've got the options. We've got all of the pro simulation stuff on, the gravel traps, handling and damage. I believe, again, from reading the box, it's you can have engines overheat, you can blow up engines and so on. Quite interested to see how that plays out, whether we have random sort of mechanical faults go on. Could be quite an interesting thing to have to contend with. Going to try and do the World Tour. I haven't done any races whatsoever in this yet. As you can see, progress 0%. This is the very first choice. Now, I kind of fear, by the looks of this, yeah, but by the looks of this, it's very much along the lines of, well, there's a lot of tiers. Bloody hell! How much is there to this? Okay, that's a lot of different championships. By the looks of this, rather than the first Race Driver one, where it kind of gave you contracts, the career mode that I absolutely adore, this is much more like the second one, where you kind of pick a championship to progress. It's okay, it's still a good system. I still prefer the first Race Driver, unless things change as we go through here. Either way, we have a choice of a Clio Cup or the Global GT Lights that look kind of like mini radicals. You can't go wrong with a good Clio Cup, so I'm going to run in that. We could set qualifying. I think we're just going to stick with random for now, because that's going to make things... it could take a lot longer. The circuits we're going to, Brands Hatch and Silverstone. Only a couple of laps. The vehicle is the Clio. Finish 4th or above in the championship. Okay, well, this should be interesting. 190 horsepower in this thing. That's pretty good going. Weighs less than a ton. 0 to 60, that is an impressive 0 to 60 time. I know it is a race car. Still, 4.1 seconds. That Clio would embarrass most sports cars, or a lot of sports cars anyway. Okay, let's see how this goes. It would be a bad idea to end up in the gravel traps, I suspect. Of course, you've got your whole tuning thing. If you want to go into it, I just want to jump into the racing and begin. We'll see where I'm going to be on the grid. I'm assuming, again, it's going to be a random thing, probably around 8th or 9th, hopefully. Oh, 13th. 13th works as well. For me, there's a lot more information immediately. The first thing that... hello, person shouting at me. The thing that I immediately notice is a lot more information. You can see engine. I assume next to it is tyre condition. Oh, we're going to get turned sideways. Oh, we've been put around. That's already a great start. Oh, dear. Careful, careful. So, you know that 4th in the championship, well, it's going to be quite difficult from here, I will be honest. We have already got, this is not a particularly fantastic start. I've got the AI on the most tough difficulty as well. That's not really a corner on this game. That should be a really nasty corner. It's not at all. Okay, that's new. It was a much more of a corner on the second version of this. I played that last time out. I was at Brands Hatch, and it was a really, well, it's always a nasty bugger. I've always struggled there, but that seems an odd choice. The track gets kind of less realistic as it goes through the generations of the game. Sure, okay. Right, how much speed dare we take down here? I don't quite know where the braking point is for this corner. Did a pretty good job. We're almost back up to where we started, which, considering how much time we spent pointing backwards for that first bit, I will take that. We can get a couple more positions. I don't know where the points go down to here. We're pretty much going to have to win at Silverstone, mind. If we're going to get the objective, we're basically going to have to win Silverstone. Oh god. Right. There's just a line of cars. Right. I want to try and get up the inside of as many of you as I can. Well, that's actually gone pretty well for a... Oh, I pressed the wrong button to change up gear. We're going to lose the speed. Oh, we're going to fall out of the top 10. Oh, no. Oh, Christ. That was not quite what I meant to do. Well, we fended him off with a little bit of argy-bargy. I got 10th. could have made up a lot more positions on that final lap if I hadn't. I pressed the handbrake instead of change up. Ooh, hey, can we launch cars? Or that might be something that'll. Well, this is me. Sure, that'll happen.
The corners, maybe you can get past there. Remember, your speed coming out of a corner is as important as your speed going in. Oh, and if you do manage to overtake, make sure you get back on the racing line straight away. Otherwise, you'll be overtaking yourself.
I'm pretty sure me just overtaking 10 cars in 2 laps. I think I know how to overtake, even if, yeah, there was the odd little bumping and barging. Right, we got 2 points, so we need to come in the top 4. I don't even think it's possible, particularly, but we shall continue nevertheless and try and win at Silverstone. Now, I don't know if it's going to make me restart the championship if I fail it, or whether it is going to let me continue with the GT cars. That would seem like a sensible way to do. Again, gives you the opportunity to experience all of the different cars rather than forcing you to restart like it did in the second one. I've still not quite got the knack of launching the cars here. There seems to be a way to do it that, well, I'm not, basically. Okay, let's just, we're going to go around the outside of Toca. Again, that doesn't feel like very much of a corner. Turn 1 here. I mean, it's okay, it is on the most part a very fast corner, but it really doesn't feel like much of a corner at all on here. Can we have a... Ooh, okay, we can have a little bit of a wobble through there. Ooh, that's why I had a little bit of a wobble. I'm pressing the wrong buttons, and I don't quite... I've got the same setup that I used for Forza on here, and mine's just defaulting to what I've used in previous Toca games for whatever reason, so let's not do that. That's why we were having issues, or with losing control of the vehicle down there, because I was being stupid and pressing the handbrake. Okay, well, we're chances of winning here are slim by the looks of it, although that was a lovely heap of places. Many places have fallen to the mighty Clio on that corner. Come on, keep your foot down around there. Don't worry, the wheels are spinning a little tiny bit, but it's fine. We're up to 10th place, so yeah, we got, what was that, 7 places in about 2 corners, and I've got a really good run down this straight. I'm going to cut back to the inside. I see a 7th place car, now a 6th place car. I don't quite know why some cars show up names, some cars aren't. We want to go up the inside here. Well, we've kind of got our car just about there. Oh no, we're going to get turned again. I was trying to steer away from that. He's just clipped the back of my car and I couldn't get my vehicle to turn. You do see that sometimes. We've seen it happen a few times in Forza as well, where cars kind of get wedged together. But hey, I did spy, I saw that car ahead of me, just did a little movement to kind of realise where my Clio was going, just gave me space. So again, similar AI system to the second game that I praised very much. It's a great AI system, lots of fun racing against that. We're going to have a massive dive. They are very slow through there. I will take all of those positions from you. Thank you very much. Well, you've got lots of wheel spin coming into this final corner. Surprise, considering I'm in 3rd gear and it's, you know, pretty nice day here that we get so much wheel spin, but there we go. It's going to be a victory in this race. Is it going to be enough, though, to get me 4th in the championship? That is the bigger, important question. Okay, it was a solid race, quite easy, around there.
At last. This is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, hello, I know.
Get your arse in gear. Well done, son.
Thank you. I thought that was pretty well done. I think I pretty much dominated that, to be honest, that race. And we got, we got to 2nd. Big mix-up with the points. That's yeah. So the guys that did well in the previous one absolutely plummeted. It was a 3-way tie for 2nd, admittedly. So hey, I'll take it. We progress. Yeah, that was, considering a poor first round. I will take that one. Okay. We have completed the Clio Cup. Can we? Oh, okay. If we want to, we can go back and race in the other event. Ooh, okay. The choices we have got down here. I've just seen we've got off-road buggies. All right, we'll come. Oh, there's off-road buggies. No, stop looking up there. There was muscle cars. I'll have to make a choice later on. Class B 4-wheel drive track challenge. Sorry, or MG Team Rally Shield. I'm kind of curious as to what the Rally Shield will be. Well, I'm assuming we have, you know, off-road buggies. Is it a proper rally stages, or I don't know. Let's go find out. Off-roading is obviously more of a thing to be doing. Oh, it is proper rally stages. That's cool. That's very cool. Number of drivers, there are 10 of us, and it wants us to finish 4th or above. By the looks of it, there's only one stage. So, okay. It's certainly the start of this seems, again, very much along the lines of Race Driver 2, where it gives you lots of different cars very, very quickly, short championships, short races.
Front-wheel drive, so don't turn into a skid. Use your handbrake and throttle at the same time, so as you can claw your way around the corners. Here, get cracking.
I will probably not use handbrake at all. I tend not to bother unless it is a really very, very tight hairpin, and then I'll probably end up pressing the wrong button again on here. Yeah, the career mode giving us lots of different cars quickly is always a good way to start a game. Certainly. Continue. Yeah, let us see what we have to contend with here. Is it a tarmac rally stage? Or is it, it looks like it is a tarmac rally stage. I'm driving from the third-person camera on this one. I don't actually know. Yeah, the first-person camera is still kind of feels very much like a dash cam, and I don't particularly like it around here. Oh, no. It is gravel, it's just kind of, yeah, this is quite an old game, so a little, what you would call it, kind of, is it a little bit like low poly or whatever? It's kind of easy to mistake this for slightly dodgy tarmac. Okay, yeah, proper off-road racing and so on is a cool thing to have. It's a cool thing to have an option of. Not very often you find games, and I can't think of any other games particularly, that have such a great variety of circuit racing and then, you know, off-road rallying. In fact, I can't think... yeah, I'm sure there may be... I guess, yeah, Gran Turismo games have some rallying. They don't have like sort of the buggies and so on. I believe this has still got the trucks as well. The trucks are back, the big racing trucks. I very much look forward to going racing with them. Of course, that'll be the championship that I will pick whenever that arrives. Oh, it's a mixed surface event. I found some tarmac now to go racing on. This is very cool. This is very cool. I quite like this MG as well. Actually, not a bad handling vehicle. Well, you've got to be careful with that. That kind of got a little bouncy across there. I like these rally stages though. Very, very narrow, very tight things to be dealing with. We are quite a number of seconds. Whoa, that is a bigger jump than I expected. Oh, things are going really badly wrong. That was not fun. Holy crap. So I kind of saw there was a bit of a crash. Wasn't expecting the MG to be launched. Whoa, and again, okay, we've really got to be... Oh, suspension and engine are hurting. Okay, when it says jump, you know, we've got really big jumps. I think they're worse than the Finnish jumps in Dirt Rally. They are huge. We've hurt the car slightly. Can't really feel too much. Suspension doesn't seem to be affecting the vehicle too much, and then the engine's... Oh crap, that's going to be a big one. There we go. Better. Just a little dab on the brakes, settle the car before we go over the jump. Oh, okay, right, we're going around there. How's the front of the car? Yeah, it's not looking too good. Damage is fantastic on here, by the way. The damage is looking really quite impressive on these cars. Again, you know, considering this is a relatively old game and it's still being playing it on the original Xbox here, it does really well for having such a huge amount of content. You know, still a pretty damn good-looking game. And, you know, you've got these really detailed cars that are deforming and damaging in a pretty realistic way. This is a, yeah, very, very impressive game. My driving is not very impressive. I will be the first to admit that here. We're in 7th at the moment. Considering the couple of big offs that I had this time around, perhaps not that surprising. And having never driven this event before, I can probably be braver through there. Yeah, I'm liking the rally stages though. It feels like a rally stage. It feels like something that you would see in the likes of Dirt Rally or whatever. A proper tough stage. It's not all fast and flowing. Oh, wasn't quite sure how much space we had to play with there. It's okay. We got away with it though. We're fine. Whoa! I did not see that there was a bank there. Okay, drive. Don't turn into the shadows and hope the road is where you expect it is. That's a big launch from that one. That is a really nastily hidden bank there in the shadows. Really hard to see that. We are coming up towards the finish line. It's going to be around the next couple of corners. I know I'm well down though on the opponents. It's going to be a midfield finish for me. In this one, with some 11 seconds down. Poor. That was a poor one indeed.
What's happening out there? What are you playing at? You call that racing, son? My granny can drive quicker than that.
I like the race engineer, though. He's fantastic. You can no longer complete the chat. I know. Oh, I got 5th. Considering I had 2 huge accidents across the jumps, I will take 5th in that one. It does seem like I have to retry it. Right. So you want to complete the championship objective, please pick the track within the championship you'd like to restart from. It is basically exactly the same as the Race Driver 2. I might, oopsie, I didn't quite mean to go that far back. Can we... right, okay, yeah, we'll go new championship. So you saw the rally, and let's have a go with these cars. Ooh, Impreza versus Evo. Fantastic. Wait, hold on. But it's a multi-class event. I see. Okay, sure. I don't know which class I'm running in. Does it give me an option? It may well give me an option. So we can run an Evo 4, or an Impreza, or a 22B, and okay. Interesting. What tracks are we going to then? Laguna and Nürburgring. Places that I know. Sure, let's have a go. Okay, no, it doesn't give me a choice. It just picks the car, and it says I'm in. All right, this was the car I was going to pick anyway. So, kind of, yeah, that works out for me. I kind of missed the. I still kind of miss the career mode from the first Race Driver game, though. You know, with the team contracts, you know, picking and choosing what team you go and drive for. This one, it gives you a team car, sure, but much more fun being able to pick the contracts. Again, maybe later on in this game that is a thing that happens. I doubt it, but it is possible. Right, let's see how we fare in this. It is how many laps? 2 laps, so it's not exactly like we're going to have to worry about the fast cars coming around to lap us. I'm assuming there will be multi-class, like endurance racing, LMP class or whatever. Probably at some point in this, it would make sense to include that in here. And on, that was okay. We kind of bogged down a little bit there, and does not really want to get going out of that corner. Can we do anything through here? No, not particularly. Oh, okay, that's a slightly awkward gear ratios we've got going on. If we're kind of around the 4,000 RPM mark, the car does not want to go forwards. It's just not interested in it in any way, shape or form. I think we needed a 4th again, didn't we, in the championship? So let's try and make up a couple of places through here. Oh, we're going to have a big dive up the inside. Yeah, 3rd gear. We'll work. It did not feel particularly fast. Feels quite a bit more sluggish than the Clios, in all honesty. This Evo, I like the Evos, but this one does not feel like the fastest car that I had available to me. As you can see, the AI already putting up a pretty damn decent fight on here. The Clio race was perhaps a little too easy. I nearly fluffed it all away on that one, but certainly already the AIs are putting up a bigger challenge here. Can we go for a podium? I'm hoping we can. Can we go for an overtake through here? Ooh. Haven't quite got the knack of judging the front of my car. I have just realised that across my rear window it says FailRace, which is a pretty neat little touch to have the cars be modified, or to paint the name of the career save on the car. That's quite cool. All right, we've dived up the inside at the final turn, got the pass done. Very, very slow. Come on, find some go. Is eventually getting going. Really does struggle out of these slower corners, this Evo. Now we might find ourselves a little bit in no man's land for the remainder of this race. I kind of fear, unless I can... oh no, we've got really... That's a mega run around the first corner. Fantastic, I will take that. Subaru's going to fight back on the outside, but he's going to be stuck the long way round for the next corner. I will shut that door, and he is not going to be going back past. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make up a huge amount of time through that first corner again in this race. And the leader, I didn't hear what he's shouted at me there. The leader is buggering off. How much can we get away with just tipping the car in? Okay, a lot more than I thought we could. I kind of assumed that fiddling with the settings, putting everything up to the simulation, I might have a little bit more trouble with the cars, but no, there's still a huge amount of grip that I'm not quite making the most of. Right, how brave dare we be down the corkscrew? Well, there's no point going too kamikaze down here, seeing as we're in a very comfortable 2nd place, and I don't really want to throw the whole championship away, just on this one here. Fairly solid again, we're right catching, come on, Conway, make a mistake. fall off the road. I don't think I've actually seen an AI fall off the road yet in this. Oh, it's going to be close. Are we going to have a dive at the final corner? I suspect that's probably where I'm going to get this done. Oh, there was a little bump from me, unintentional, completely on him. All right, dive at the final corner. Oh, probably not a good idea to go quite down to first there. Come on, go Evo, go. Yes, it's going to do it. Somehow, although that Subaru's got mighty fast straight line speed, he's backed out of it, I think. I will take that one. Hey, we managed to close up a lot on that final lap. Got the rhythm going.
Get stuck in. Take the lid off. You can do it. Don't let me down this time, son.
I won't let you down. When have I ever let you down, apart from with the MG? But that was more the jumps caught me out than anything. Okay, awesome. We lead the way. Everybody gets points in this one. Interesting point system for this championship. Right, Nürburgring short. I'm glad that I know these tracks. Driven them in many different games, from Forza to Project Cars and whatnot. Makes things a lot easier when you do kind of know where you're going on a racetrack. Again, 2 laps around here isn't a huge amount of time. Kind of wondering what chicane we're going to be dealing with when it comes to. Sometimes you have the nice fast chicane, other times you get the really narrow, twisty one. Who knows? I would probably prefer to have the fast one. I tend to be better dealing with that one than the narrow, twisty one. Oh, that's a mega dive at turn 1, and we've made up 7 places. Although we're not quite going to get the drive. We're going to lose one of them. We're going to run around the outside of you. Yes, we are. Thank you for giving me space. That was relatively straightforward. Okay, so brakes are pretty damn good on these cars. You can really dive. I am just kind of perusing the HUD a little bit more. There does look to be, next to the engine and the wheel that I assume is tyre condition, or maybe it's wheel condition, because next to that there is another, maybe that's like tyre temperature or tyre wear. Just trying to figure out, like, if I spin the wheels up a lot, am I going to wear stuff on the tyres, or that could be temperature. I don't know. Above it looks like a fuel gauge that they've not put very much fuel in. Admittedly, it's only a 2-lap race. So I'm assuming that if we have a fuel gauge, that there'll be races where fuel is a factor. So probably longer races further into the championship that we get to. And we've found ourselves in the lead. The Imprezzas, I thought, had better straight line speed than the Evos, but well, they went on the. Why would you lift or go on the brakes through there? Very cowardly. Okay, it looks like we've got the we've got the tighter chicane to be dealing with here, and we get through there nicely. They are really slow. Well, it took me a lap. It took me a lap of Laguna, where for a second I was slightly concerned that I might not quite have got the hang of the cars quick enough. But after that lap, they now don't really stand too much of a chance. I was sort of hoping to go and have a fight with the class up, but those cars are far too quick for me. They're absolutely buggered off in these 2 or this 1 lap. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go play with them, I don't think, in this race. Oh, although we have got to try and get stopped down towards the first corner. Didn't know where I could get away with stopping from, and that was far too late. But there's no one really around to really profit from any of it. This feels like a pretty close rendition of Nürburgring from what I'm used to driving on other games. Where will we see? Probably the sort of the back stretch, kind of the hills around there. The game certainly seems to have slightly less hills. I'm also slightly confused as to why sort of Forza doesn't use the short layout of this circuit. Like, this is a fairly commonly used layout in games. I've seen it in just about everything, but I don't know why the Forza 6 and Forza 5 for that matter didn't have the short layout. I quite like the short layout of Nürburgring, because the normal GP circuit's just that little bit, almost that little bit too long for some cars. It's quite a long lap around here, and yeah, the short layout's a pretty good compromise, but nah, Forza seems to have forgot about it. Yeah, this kind of bit down here is a lot more hilly in other games, I think, and that corner there is really not a. Well, it's not even really a thing that concerns the Evo. The other cars are pissed off completely. They have no interest in racing with me, it seems. I've completely fluffed up the chicane. But it doesn't even matter, because we are miles clear. I think I'm actually closer to the cars ahead, the group ahead, than the cars behind me. Well done, guys. Typical. When I said I thought the AI were doing a bit better, it's Yeah, they're better. Or either they're better at the rally, or I'm terrible at it. I can't decide which. Probably, maybe a bit of both. Most likely, I'm terrible at it. Hey, we've completed the second tier championship. Very, very convincingly, that one. Pretty easy win with these 4-wheel drive track cars. Pretty good fun cars to drive. Lots and lots of grip. That thing does not want to get going out of the corners at all. Just none of the go. Right. Okay, Formula 1000 off-road buggies is what I'm going to be going for, or the US Muscle Car Tour. As tempting as the Muscle Car Tour is, I'm sorry, it's got to be buggies. Should we spoil and have a look what's coming in the next tier? No, I'm going to be good. We're not going to have a look what we've got coming up. We have got National Dirt Raceway and International Rallycross Short. Exciting names there for the thing. Shall we go? Oh, they've actually got proper flags and so on. You can. Yeah, right. That's interesting. We haven't seen one come up yet, but you can get black flagged, and you can get unsportsmanlike behaviour flag as well. That's pretty impressive. Sure, bugger it. Let's just go. I can't be bothered to do qualifying. Again, it's a finish 4th. I quite like it when they don't just require you to win every single race. So, of course, you want to win every single race, but, in no championship does everybody, even, with Mercedes or Red Bull dominating Formula 1, they didn't win every single race. So, yeah, I like it when a game doesn't require you to have to win. It means that if, you have a bit of a bad race, you're not just instantly restarting and going again. Yeah, I think this is pretty solid career. Still as varied. Sorry, I will remember my English. As varied as it is, we actually got a really good start for once. Oh, bloody hell! Didn't know where the corner was. Whoa. Right. We've got a suspension problem at the front of the buggy. Yeah. Oh Christ. We've got some real handling issues now. I got very, very distracted. They were really early on the brakes for that first corner, and that's really screwed me up. We've got quite a poor handling buggy. We're doing a little bit of a nosedive under pretty much every bit of braking, which is probably not what we want to be doing. Unfortunately, I know the suspension has developed a bit of a problem. I'm kind of developing a bit of an AI problem. Oh, our cars are locked together and tangling. Well, I've completely ruined his race. He's pretty much ruined mine, as they're kind of braking weird places for some of these corners. Like, why are we braking so early for here? I came from so far back, like stupid far back there, to do that. Okay, I did a poor job. It was my fault trying to get on the power there that screwed me over. Somehow we might actually survive this with a half respectable position. Whoa, okay, we're very, very bouncy. Not quite got the hang of the bouncing around here. We're going to run around the outside of you. There we go. I will take that position from you. Thank you very much. And will we run around the outside of you? Oh no. I may have ended up in the pit lane. Did not realise that was the... Well... No! Quick! Go! Cross the line! We're going to finish 5th. Oh, we're losing all of the positions. Well, we got 6th in the end. Well, I mean, that's one way to do it. I realised where I was going too late and couldn't turn out of it. I know. I know. I didn't mean to end up in the pit lane. That was my bad. Bugger. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. We got no points for that? I'm confused. Oh, do any of the top 5 actually get... Oh, right, okay. I thought the whole lot got points. Bugger. Right, again, we're going to need a win. Pretty much. We're going to need a win, and we're going to need somebody to have a bad day. I should have done much better that time. Probably should have had a win. Ooh, of course, rallycross. So we've got some tarmac. No idea how these things are going to fare on the tarmac. Okay, didn't get as good a launch that time around. I kind of forgot that I was having to do something, and booting it wasn't really going to work. This is a technical rallycross circuit by the looks of things. Right, let's try and not... Oops, smack the buggy up immediately. Now, the way this car acts across the curbs makes me think that kind of rolling vehicles might be very much possible. Which, yeah, could be interesting if get things a little bit wrong. Oh, trying to get that power down. I know the AIs are kind of cowardly to the faster corners, and I'm trying to carry probably a bit more speed than I should be. Right, let's have a go up the inside here. Oh, those curbs are vicious. They're worse than bloody Yas Marina curbs around here. Really just launch the buggy up into the air. Come on. Come on, thing. We can. We're in 6th. We're still very, very mediocre around here. Oh, didn't tell me off, so bugger it. I'm carrying on. Okay, don't go in the pit lane. Don't go in the. Oh wow, we do not have any steering. Just get tangled up with the with the other buggy, where we could not carry any speed at all around there. Which was we're out of gears as well in 110 miles an hour in 4th gear. Right, these are not the. I don't know, they're not my favourite thing I've had to drive. They look cool, it sounds like a great idea to go racing with them, but I'm not a massive fan of their handling. They kind of don't really, the front end doesn't really turn in at all to a corner, and then the back end wants to move around a lot, as you can probably imagine from, I'm assuming, a rear-wheel drive, fairly high-powered buggy on some sand. Yeah, the front end just doesn't really get into a corner particularly well. We've whacked the suspension some also, and then sometimes it's even worse, it just doesn't steer at all on a course. That's always a fun bit, when the steering just gives up. We're going to bounce across some grass, trying to carry more and more speed than we should have been. We're going to finish 5th. Oh, if we can turn, please turn, buggy. please get around the corner. Yeah, I know, it was a poor one, that, I will be honest.
You've only gone and broken the lap record. Come here, I want to kiss you.
Apparently, I broke the lap record in doing awfully. Okay, sure, you can no longer complete the championship objective. Hey, I got not particularly well. Okay, that was the buggies. They are interesting things to drive. Definitely not my not my favourite of things. Very hard to get the front end of them to turn in. Shall we have a go with something else though?